So you're thinking of relocating here to Dallas, Texas, but you're a little conflicted. Do you want new construction or do you want old construction, or as we like to call it, resale homes? Well, in today's video, we want to get into some of the pros and the cons about differences and things you may want to be prepared for, no matter if you do want to go the new construction route or the resale route here in the Dallas metro area. And we're going to get after it right after this. What's up, everyone? I'm Kristen Carpentier, a local real estate agent here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And if this is your first time to our channel and you're wanting to know everything there is to know about what it's like living here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, don't forget to click that subscribe button down below and hit that bell for notifications, because we are coming up and dropping new content every single week about what it's like living here. And we absolutely love helping people make the Dallas area their home. So whether you're moving next week, next month, or even next year, don't hesitate to reach out and let us know what we can do to help you make that smooth move here to the Dallas, Texas area. Okay, so today we're talking new versus old, new construction versus old construction, brand new houses that have yet to be built, and homes that maybe have been around for a decade or two. So let's kind of get into some of the specifics here in the Dallas area so that you can kind of have a gauge of what you might want to expect before making that move here. So let's get into new construction a little bit, because there are definitely a lot of people who are moving wanting that new construction house, wanting a brand new home here in the Dallas metro area. Well, that is going to be a pretty tall order based on what it is you're looking for, the location you want to be, and the needs that you have in purchasing a home. So new construction here in Dallas is all throughout the Metroplex. In fact, Dallas probably has a lot more new construction opportunities than a lot of other areas all throughout the entire country. We have a lot of it. Dallas is growing in every direction. So there's tons and tons of new construction. Well, depending on where you live can definitely be a big factor on how much you're going to pay for that new construction. What does your budget look like? What is it that you are looking to spend? So if you have a minimal budget, you don't want anything above $300,000 or maybe even the $400,000 to $500,000 range. Well, for the most part, those homes aren't going to really be very convenient inside the Metroplex somewhere, making it easy if you are having to commute a lot for work. Well, if you have a price point of over $1 million, maybe even $800,000 or $900,000, your options are a little bit more open for where you can live. And you don't have to live quite so far outside of the metro area. There are definitely a lot of great master plan communities all throughout Dallas. And obviously, we do like to find out where it is that you're working. Do you work from home? What kind of schools are you looking for? What do you like to do for weekend activities or even during the week? So once we have narrowed that down, is new construction going to be the right thing for you? And that definitely is going to play a huge factor in what your budget is. So if you have a really good, healthy budget, you are able to spend over $1 million. Well, obviously, there are going to be a lot more opportunities. So do you want a great big master plan community with all of the amenities? That is definitely a big bonus in a lot of the new construction out here. So many of these new construction communities have these great big master planned areas with swimming pools and tennis courts and pickleball courts and blue lagoons, or all of the amenities that you could possibly think to entertain yourselves, with activities going on every single week in some of these great big master plan communities. So if that is something you're looking for, there are definitely a lot of options. Do you want to have multiple community pools, lots of parks and walking trails? Well, that is definitely a bonus for so many master plan communities in these new build areas. So if that's something that you're looking for, we do need to kind of determine which area of town that you need to be in, and hopefully getting you the most bang for your buck and the most opportunities in some of these new build areas, because a lot of the brand new communities that are going in have so many outside activities going on to keep you and your family entertain all throughout the year. So, definitely a huge bonus of going the big new construction route is getting into some of these homes, into a lot of these areas where you really don't have to think of what to do for fun on the weekends because all the parties are going to be planned for you. Granted, that isn't every single new build neighborhood that is going in. Some are obviously a little bit smaller because the DFW area has been quite built out. So if you do find a little pocket of a new build community, sometimes it just might have a cute little entrance and a cute little park with some walking trails, but you're not going to have all of the great big amenities in like some of these big master plan communities have. So something to think about. And obviously, like we said, the closer you are into the Dallas proper area or a lot of these other more established areas, if you are finding new construction, you're going to be a lot more limited on the amenities that these master plan communities are offering, and your price point is actually going to be quite a bit higher. Another thing with these new master plan communities that a lot of people are struggling to adapt with, and obviously everybody is different, is the fact that a lot of these master plan communities going in have very small lot lines. Do you only have a 40-foot lot or a 50-foot lot, or maybe cross your fingers for a 60-foot lot? And even if you want to get one of the bigger lots in the community, you're going to have to pay quite a bit more in order to get that larger lot within that particular neighborhood. So it's obviously going to cost you the bigger the lot is in some of these new construction neighborhoods. But now that the pandemic is kind of behind us, we're trying to get back to the way things should be and used to be. A lot of these builders are bringing back all of these custom options. So even in some of the lower price point homes, you're able to go in and pick all of the upgrades that you want in a house. Do you want to have a particular color of a cabinet? Do you want to be able to pick the color of countertops that you have and your flooring, the paint colors, and maybe being able to pick some of these other upgrades that the builder is offering? Sometimes you can turn a bedroom into an office or add in a media room or an extra bedroom or an extended patio. So what kind of options are you looking for, and do you really want when purchasing new construction? Because if you're buying an established house, for the most part, obviously you can go in and remodel it, but a floor plan is a floor plan unless you do some extensive remodeling. But when you go in and you design your house from the ground up, you pick your lot, you pick your floor plan, and you pick exactly what you want your house to look like, that is definitely a huge draw for a lot of people wanting new construction. In fact, we just had a reach out the other day from somebody who is finally ready to buy their new construction house. They have been waiting over a year and a half. They were tired of being put on waiting lists and just having to go and take whatever house was available, and they had put off their home purchase for about a year and a half. And finally, they are feeling a lot more comfortable to get the building process started. So they came in and they knew exactly what they wanted. They've already checked out a few of the communities, a few of the floor plans, and it was a lot easier to help them navigate which home builder, which floor plan, and all of the things that they were hoping for in building their new construction home. So things have picked back up. New construction is well on its way of getting back to normal, and these builders are starting to offer buyers a lot more opportunities to get the house they want and the different things within their home that they have been hoping for. So new construction can always be a bonus for those who are looking to do that. Now let's get into the old homes, or the resale homes as we like to call them. They don't need to all be old because sometimes people have taken very good care of these older homes. They have been in some of these beautiful established neighborhoods, and yes, they may need a little bit of updating, or maybe they need a lot of updating, but sometimes that's a really big draw for a lot of people. They want to get into a great neighborhood with great schools, with just these big beautiful trees that are closer to a lot of the amenities that they are looking for. It's closer to work. It's closer to a lot of the shopping and the restaurants that they're hoping for, and they don't want to be so far outside of town. So resale definitely does have its drawbacks, but for the most part, if you are looking to commute and be closer into the city, resale can definitely be a better option for a lot of people. In fact, there's a lot of homes that have been built, that have been put on the market where people have gone in and done quite a few upgrades to them, even some minor upgrades that kind of get people through a little bit of time before they make some major upgrades into the home that they're purchasing. It gives somebody the option to go in and redesign the house however they want, put the upgrades in that they're hoping for, and maybe even save a little bit of money on their next house. And another great part of some of these resale older homes is the fact that not every house is looking exactly the same. Because when you do get into some of the new construction communities, it's almost like all the homes start to blend together, and it just seems like a big cookie cutter sort of a house. Well, when you get into an older home, a lot more homes here in the Dallas area seem to have a little bit more character than the newer construction houses. In fact, another drawback to a resale home is that all the rooms in the house might be a little bit smaller. They might be sectioned off a little bit more, and you won't have those big open floor plans like some of the new build communities do have. In fact, that's another great thing about new construction. A lot of these builders are starting to make these homes with more open floor plans. The flow seems to be a little bit better, and with the older homes, that is not always the case. They do seem to be sectioned off a little bit more. The rooms seem to be a little bit smaller, and a lot of times you go in with people and they're wishing that they had knocked down the walls and kind of made, one big open room, or had a lot more room within the house so you could feel like you're breathing a little bit more. So definitely it can be a draw for some of the older homes and how the floor plan might be laid out and what exactly you are getting. But of course, there are so many great neighborhoods all throughout the DFW area, and it makes a huge difference on where you want to be, where your work is, where you need to travel, and what you might need to look for if you're single or if you have kids. Do you want an older house or a newer home? Do you want a home that you don't know how old the hot water heater is and it has an older roof and maybe the air conditioning is kind of on its last leg? Whereas if you do get into a new construction home, everything's brand new. When you buy a new construction home, the home typically has a builder's warranty attached to it. But typically, the new construction home is offering this warranty, and that way it covers any major things that might go on with the property within the first year that you own the home, even if you get some of the settling. Because obviously here in Texas and our lovely soil that we have, you will start to see the settling in some of these newer homes. You'll start to see some of the cracks going down the walls, and the home's just trying to settle into its new foundation. But when you have that home warranty on the house, if your hot water heater goes out, if you start to see some of these cracks, that within that first year, you can have the builder come in and make the necessary repairs because everything has been kept under warranty. So another big bonus, everything is brand new with new construction. You have a brand new hot water heater, and you have a brand new roof and HVAC system and all new appliances. So if anything does go wrong within the first year, you have it all under warranty. And even if you do buy a resale house and units might be relatively new, well, you never know how things are made these days. And if it goes out within 6 months, well, you're going to have to pay that. But we do always try to recommend that when you are buying a new home, that you do purchase a home warranty, or we do negotiate that with the sellers, because you just never know what is going to come up. We have had clients who have moved in and suddenly the bathroom flooded within the first couple of months, and they wish that they had known before they went under contract. Obviously, hopefully you have a great home warranty, hopefully you have great homeowners insurance, but you just never know what's going to arise with a pre-existing home and what you might have to be responsible for out of pocket if something does happen. So, of course, new construction, you are pretty much covered within that first year, or depending on what the builder is offering for a warranty. So whether it's structural or mechanical, you do have that peace of mind with new construction to be able to handle it a little bit better within the time period of when that warranty is good for. So are you looking for a new home or an old home? Everybody has a preference on what it is that they're looking for. But like I said, new construction, if you want something a little bit more in the affordable range, you can find some homes as of the time that I'm making this, just under the $300,000 range. $500,000 range is quite easy. You are just a little bit further outside of the Metroplex. And if you have a much higher budget, you can get into some of these amazing, wonderful, huge master plan communities so that you can enjoy that new construction feel with all of the amenities attached to it. So, as I said, if you have any questions at all, you want to buy new construction or you want to buy old construction, reach out to us. We always can help with new construction. We help to negotiate with the builder's reps to get you the best deal, to find out what those concessions are, to make sure that you feel comfortable with what it is that you're purchasing. And if you do want to go the resale route, that's why we are here as well, to help negotiate and find out what we can do to get you in the perfect area, into the perfect home that you are looking for. So again, any questions, as always, please don't forget to like this video, leave your comments below, and let us know what we can do to help you make that smooth move here to the Texas area. And until next time, take care.